James Van Der Beek joins us this morning. Thanks for being with us, James.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you got your start playing Dawson Leary. You know, we have a Dawson here in our newsroom. We have an Evan.
Oh, poor guy.
We have an Evan Dawson. And we like to call him Evan Dawson's Creek from time to time to keep him humble, you know.
I'm sure.
So you have a really...
Please give him my apologies.
I will. I will. James, you have a really interesting story about ulcerative... I can't say it.
I can't say it either, so that makes two of us.
Ulcerative colitis. I apologize. Your mother actually had this condition and did her best to keep it a secret, but it is something that can be very debilitating if it's not treated.
Yeah, it's a very painful thing. It affects, it's a chronic condition of the digestive system. It affects over 500,000 Americans. And it's something that nobody likes to talk about. It's, one of the side effects is it makes you leery of wandering too far from the nearest bathroom. And so, consequently, people don't talk to their doctors about it or their friends or anybody else. And it's misdiagnosed a lot. Over a third of people who have this are initially diagnosed with something else before they get the correct diagnosis. Yeah,
so it's kind of a tricky disease to treat. So what you're saying is people, there's some of the signs that you confuse this with something else, but you're saying go to your doctor and don't be embarrassed.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. You know, on average, it takes a year and a half and 3 different doctors before people finally figure this out, that's just too long. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Like you said, my mother never told me about it. Never told my brother and sister about it. My father told me about it, and when the Voices of UC came to me and said we'd like to promote awareness for this, I thought, yeah, this is something that people need to know is out there, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's a website that you can go to called voicesofUC.com, which has a lot of great information on it.
Now, did you remember some of your mother's behaviors and think, oh, no wonder she did that, or no wonder she would say that, or things like that?
Yeah, you know, it made sense after a while. But when somebody's going through this, you think, you know, it's kind of odd behavior, and it doesn't really register.
Yeah.
They did a survey, and they found out that people aren't even really telling their doctors about it. For instance, they talked to patients who reported that half of patients reported 3 or more flare-ups per year, but when they talked to those patients' doctors, only a quarter of them said that their patients were actually having 3 or more flare-ups per year. So people are even withholding information from their doctor because it's something they just don't want to deal with.
That's dangerous.
But you know, you can open up to your friends
Sure.
and your coworkers and specifically your doctor too.
I have to say, you seem awfully calm and composed after having your new baby girl. She was born September 25th. Are you getting any sleep?
I sleep in spurts, you know, 2-3 hour shifts. But it's
Congratulations to you, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank
Again,
you so much.
Where's the website we can go to for more information?
It's called voicesofUC.com.
All right, thank you so much, James Van Der Beek, also known as Dawson Leary. And
thank you.
You send our Evan Dawson a shout out. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.